Good night, teacher. My name is Carolina Jiménez, and I'm going to talk about the challenge adolescents and adults go through develop speaking skills and the best strategies for teaching this skill. So I'm going to share the screen in this moment. So here we are, the challenge and the most convenient strategies. Let's see. Speaking is considered a difficult task for teenagers and also adults that are learning a new language. Oral language is fundamental to all communication. Basically, we use it every day in everyday conversations to communicate with others and also to refer to complex academic content. Therefore, it is essential to know how to speak correctly, but there are some challenges that students may face. For example, let's see, we have first, the students' insecurity about speaking. It refers to the fear of not being understood or not knowing how to express themselves. They are shy and sometimes they feel nervous in front of people. In these situations, they must breathe adequately, stay calm, and organize the ideas in their mind. It happens, for example, when there is a quiz or a lesson where students feel really shy and they forgot everything that they have learned before. The next point we have is students' anxiety about being judged as competent thinkers when speaking. It is related to the fear of making mistakes. They think that their classmates are going to laugh or criticize them, or even they don't want to look silly in front of the people, failing to speak the second language. The next, we have a student lack of vocabulary and phrasing to express a specific idea. They cannot find the exact words to express what they think, so they feel frustrated and uncomfortable. The next we have is that students only practice at school. For example, here in our country, we can say that English is really deficient, and we have poor English classes in schools with 2 or 3 hours a week. Well, depending on the type of school, but this is a general situation in our country. So it means that students only practice and have little English in schools, and they only practice there, and outside they don't have, outside the classroom, they don't have any place where they can be exposed to real language. Okay. The next we have is lack of motivation in class, which means that students are not interested in speaking and making the minimum effort. It happens also in some schools that I have visited in this year. Speaking is not only involves vocabulary. We have to pay attention to speak correctly according to grammatical rules, pronunciation, syntax, morphology, semantics, and pragmatics, paying attention to the context. So for this reason, students feel overwhelmed with this information because it's a lot of information that we have to organize and plan to give them step by step. Then we have the mother language tongue really influences the degree of difficulty that students prevent when developing the second language. Mispronunciation and confusion of sounds generate mistakes or errors. So we know that English, we have some accents of an answer depending on the country which is spoken that can confuse students. So we have to pay attention to have a good pronunciation is fundamental for conveying a clear message. So pronunciation is the focus of speaking in this time. Another feature that hinders the process of learning pronunciation is that English language has a unique sound system. Each sound can have more than one phoneme depending on its syllabic position. So for this challenge, we have some strategies that we can apply in our classroom. Scaffolding is useful in the process of acquiring discussion rules. It serves as a foundation for all forms of oral communication in English that can be applied to different situations and adapt to the context. Regarding the strategies, we must provide the appropriate tools to students. Teaching students how to turn taking is developed and the meaning of register and its type. Let the students distinguish between appropriate and inappropriate ways of communicating in different situations, knowing the importance to stay focused on the topic. Also, discussion tools like sentence starters, scripts, and linking words are necessary for effective communication. Once the students are sure about the knowledge acquired and the phrases and terms are clear, it is time to start a discussion with topics of interest for the age. For example, for teenagers, I don't know, we can talk about music, the actual music, the hobbies they have, and different things. And it's different for adults. We can talk about jobs, careers, different professions, or daily situations that they faced that are different from adolescents. Both points of view, as you can see here, and personal experiences, as well as academic topics that are crucial for satisfactory performance. In this way, they are ready to share their points, their thoughts, and clear up doubts through the questioning strategies to develop students' critical thinking. Another strategy, we can use a scaffold, a visual scaffold like picture, realia, maps, graphs, graphic organizer to provide comprehensive input. As teacher, we need to support oral language production and give them instructions so they feel confident and ready to express themselves. We can assist them in the process of language learning and acquisition. We must give them create a proper environment where making mistakes is really normal. They can learn and make mistakes and overcome those mistakes through a process. Finally, we can use activities like role play, for example, discussions, drilling, simulation also, and storytelling, and other many activities that help us to create a good environment where they can learn and feel confident. Nowadays, also thanks to technology, we can use gamification with different apps, games, applications, and many things to develop speaking skills. Thanks for your attention.